Okay, this is what the cookies turned out to be after rolling the cookies into about, they were about a 1 teaspoon size ball. I just rolled them in a ball using about one teaspoon, and this was the size here. After mixing all these ingredients up really well, the other thing that I did use in addition to these ingredients was that I added 1 scoop of Civation chocolate whey protein for some added protein. For me it was a snack. Wanted to add some extra protein in there to get my protein numbers up for the day, and so I decided to add a scoop of Civation chocolate whey protein in there. Now what that did was, as I had already stirred up all the ingredients you see here, what it did was when I added the chocolate Civation whey protein to the ingredients and kept stirring it, it got really tough and thick. It was pretty tight, and I mean, you really had to work at continuing to stir the mixture up. One key ingredient and tip that I will give you is that I added probably about 1/3 cup of filtered water to the process. That did one of two things. It made it easier to stir, number one, and it also made the mixture gave more moisture to it, obviously. The protein soaked up the water right away. The mixture became creamier, smoother, easier to stir, and it added a little bit more moisture. Now, after rolling those into a ball, what I did was I had an extra plate where I spread the shredded coconut onto, and then I just rolled the ball of the mixture, no-bake cookie, in around the coconut. And this is what it turned out to be. And what I did was, instead of leaving it in a ball, I just smashed them flat and spread it out, so that when you do put it in the refrigerator or freezer, it doesn't take as long to set up because you've got a thinner layer. So if you leave it in a ball, then it takes a lot longer for that coolness for it to harden up the consistency. So what I decided to do on my own was just to flatten them out to this manner here, and figured, you know what, it would take a lot less time in the freezer to harden up and prepare for eating. The reason I did this was because I had a doctor's appointment. Number one, I made enough of this mixture to take a plate of these no-bake cookies into my doctor's office and share the health benefits of Shakeology with my doctor's office. And I'll tell you what, the timing was, it just so happened that they were on a lunch break, and the office staff, when I walked up, they just had finished their lunch, and I presented them with a plate of Shakeology treats of this nature right here, these no-bake cookies, and I was able to share, this health secret with many of the people in the office. And not only that, they were still talking about it after they came in from their lunch break. And it was an easy way to share the product with people. I made couple exposures to people sitting in the waiting room on this, and it was great. I had a good day with a presentation of Shakeology. These are a great treat to make for yourself and sharing with others. If you have a holiday like this weekend, Cinco de Mayo, this is something short, quick, easy to make, and it is a healthy treat to add to your holidays. Once again, one added thing is I was going to add a whole almond as a topping on this. You can also use fine grinded graham crackers, whole graham crackers, healthy graham crackers, and roll them in that if you like the added crunch. There's different variations you can make. As I said, I was going to use a whole almond and put right in the middle of the cookie, which would have made a really good presentation on top of the coconut flakes. But I'll tell you what, this here is just absolutely phenomenal tasting. They're no bake. They make real easily in just a matter of minutes if you're short on time. Your kids will love them. I love them. It's an added protein source and nutrition source for your day. This is absolutely amazing. I'll tell you what, this reminds me of a really moist brownie. In fact, my doctor's office staff was trying to figure out what the consistency was, and I suggested that, it reminded me of a moist brownie, and they concurred with that, and they really enjoyed the cookies. And as I left, they couldn't stop thanking me for bringing them and sharing with them yesterday. Thank you again. It's Coach Rudy Alvarez. Have a great Cinco de Mayo weekend. Alrighty. Bye-bye.